What's up, everybody? Welcome back to J2 Wrestling, and in today's video, I am going to be giving you the WWE 2023 WrestleMania 39 results. So, in this video today, I am just going to be giving you just the straight up results of who won, who lost, who's still champion, who's new champion, all that good stuff, because what I figured out is that my predictions video was over an hour and 30 minutes long, and I only got little views on it, so I am not going to try to go into much depth with these results because WWE did post like a preview, it was like a highlight of the shows, both Saturday and Sunday night. So you can always go over to the WWE YouTube channel and check out the highlights, and you'll just get more information and see how it actually went. But I'm just going to be giving you the straight up results so that I can keep the trend going on in this channel. And if you didn't notice, I got a new intro to my YouTube channel. I worked on that last night. That's why in my predictions video I didn't have a intro, is because I lost my old intro and it's nowhere to be found. And so that's why, you know, that one that counted down from 10 or whatever. Yeah, I lost that. So that is no longer going to be used in my future videos. Maybe one time it's going to make its return, but I got a new intro now, and I feel like it's going to be much better. The song in the background is kind of like muffled and stuff, but as time progresses and I get more good with editing and stuff, I will for sure fix that. But the outro, on other hands, I really don't have an outro, because I also lost my outro on my past videos too, so I'll try to have to make me an outro later, but I don't know what outro is going to be in this video. But I'm going to stop talking because I don't want it to be long, so I'm just going to keep it simple. So, let that be said, let's start off with the first matchup of WrestleMania 39, Night 1. Alrighty guys, first matchup of WrestleMania 39, Night 1, we have Austin Theory versus the GOAT, John Cena, for the United States Championship. So, Cena came out with a bunch of Make-A-Wish kids, and Austin Theory came out, whatever. But I'm going to keep it stupid simple. So, in this matchup, it was a pretty short up matchup, but the results of this match, and still, United States Champion Austin Theory. So also in my videos, I'm going to be giving you like who I predicted for and who I wanted to win and who actually won. So that's what I'm going to do. So my predictions for this match was I had John Cena winning the United States Championship. But with John Cena's out of WWE schedule, I don't know why I thought that, but and the results and the true winner of this match was Austin Theory. So here's your winner and still United States Champion, Austin Theory. Alright, the second matchup of Night 2, we had a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Winner gets a future opportunity at Tag Team Gold, and that included Braun Strowman and Ricochet. The team of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. And these guys don't like to stand up. And then it also consists of the Viking Raiders, which is Eric and Ivar, with Valhalla, I think her name is, on the corner of the corner. And then Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, and Otis. And in this matchup, I predicted that Braun Strowman and Ricochet were going to take the win. I thought this matchup was actually going to be like a kickoff show to WrestleMania, but this matchup was actually pretty good. And I thought it was going to be like something just, like this. There's no build up to the storyline, so then it's just going to keep it just slow. So, but no, this matchup was pretty good. But I predicted Braun Strowman and Ricochet winning. But in this matchup, and the winner of the Fatal 4-Way match to get a future Tag Team Championship opportunity was the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford picked up the win. and they won at WrestleMania to get a future championship shot in the future. But there you have it. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, the Street Profits have taken the W. Alrighty, third matchup for Night 1 WrestleMania 39. We had Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match up. So in this matchup, Seth Rollins, I thought he was gonna come out in like a mind playing game, like he did with Cody Rhodes back, I believe, in Hell in a Cell, where he came out with the polka dots. But obviously he didn't come out in like any mind playing games. But oh well. But Logan Paul came out in a zip line on his 28th birthday, what was pretty cool. But in this matchup, actually I really enjoyed this match. Logan Paul is a very skilled athlete wrestler. Unfortunately, his contract has ended with the WWE. I feel like Logan Paul is meant to be in the WWE. That's my opinion. It's great that Logan Paul took a heel turn, but in this matchup, before I give you my the results of this match, somebody made a debut in the WWE, which was Logan Paul's business partner, KSI. KSI came out with Logan Paul actually in a Prime suit. Actually, when the person came out in the Prime suit, I never really thought of anybody being in there who was like a shocking like surprise. I thought it was just some random worker in the back just like coming with the entrance, but I really didn't realize that anybody was actually surprising in that thing. But Logan Paul finally got to beat KSI by frog smashing him right through an announcer's table. But that was pretty cool. But my predictions for this match, I had Seth Rollins winning it. And the real results of this matchup against Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, here's your winner, Seth Rollins. So far, I have gotten one right, because the past two matches already, I've lost. But I finally got one match right, and I'm happy. So what, that makes me 1 for 2, or I don't know how it goes, like, 1 for 2. I don't know, I think that's how it goes. But here's your winner, Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, fourth matchup of night 1, we have Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky Damage Control, and a 3-on-3 tag team match. So we had both the women's tag team champions, Becky Lynch and Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control, which is Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. This actually, I don't remember predicting this matchup. So would you guys do a favor for me and go back in my predictions video, find this matchup, and see who I had for the winner? I'm just going to go off of what I think. I believe that I had Damage Control winning. I had Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai, Damage Control. I had them take the win. But I think I stated that I wanted Lita, Trish Stratus, and Becky to win because, like, I think I said that there are 3 women who pioneered the women's division up to this date. And I thought it was pretty dumb that they would have made them lose, but some dumb reason I think I had Damage Control take the win. I don't know why I thought that, but I'm believing that's what I said. So, my predictions for this match, I had Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai Damage Control take the win. But here are your winners: Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita take the W at WrestleMania against Damage Control. So, yeah. So here's your winners: the women's tag team champions, Becky Lynch and Lita, and Trish Stratus. Next matchup, which is the 5th matchup of WrestleMania Night 1 2023. A match that I was waiting to see, and that was Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio in a 1-on-1 son versus father matchup. So, I predicted this match that Rey Mysterio was going to take it lightly, but I forgot about the moment that he just straight up just knocked Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio over because of disrespecting his mother, which is Rey's wife. And so at the beginning of this match, Dominic Mysterio came out in like a freaking getting back from prison, but that made no sense at all because like he wasn't in prison. Like he was in prison, or he was supposedly in prison. Supposedly in prison like a few weeks ago or months ago or so. And it's weird that they had him in prison, like, because I thought he got out of prison or whatever they were doing there. But he came out in a police van type of a thing and got him straight out of prison. But that was a crappy freaking entrance from Dominic. But Rey Mysterio's entrance was the entrance of the night. It was Rey Mysterio came out with Snoop Dogg driving Eddie Guerrero's car, and not only in Eddie Guerrero's car, but with Eddie Guerrero's entrance music, and that was super amazing, paying tribute to the late great Eddie Guerrero. But then Rey Mysterio came out, and he was better than ever. The mask he was wearing, it was a different mask, but I thought, because I really didn't know who the Great Muta was. I first heard of heard of him because of the Hall of Fame, but looking at Muta's mask and the Rey Mysterio mask that he wore at WrestleMania, that kind of showed of some type of resemblance. But I'm not sure if that was the case. But the mask was pretty badass. But just to keep it short and simple, Damian Priest and Finn Balor did interfere in this match somehow. And then Bad Bunny, like I said, made his special appearance. So Bad Bunny kind of returned back to the WWE and helped Rey Mysterio like I predicted in this matchup. But who knows if that's going to lead up to a matchup between Damian Priest and Bad Bunny, because Raw, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest did go at it a bit. So who knows, at WrestleMania Backlash we might see Bunny get in the ring again. But like, just to keep this match simple, Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. So I predicted that Rey Mysterio was going to win, and I was right, because the winner of this match is Rey Mysterio. I didn't see them giving it to Dominic, and I know they're trying to push Dominic to be a bigger star in the WWE, but this was not the night. I couldn't see Rey Mysterio losing after getting inducted into the Hall of Fame and then losing to his son, who has no experience in the ring as much. But Rey Mysterio had an epic career, and I didn't see him losing to his son. So, the winner of this match is Rey Mysterio. Alrighty, we are coming close to the end of the night, but we still have, looks about 3 maybe matches, 2 matches after this one. But, so, the 6th matchup of WrestleMania Night 1 was Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus the winner of the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match, Rhea Ripley, in a one-on-one for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So, in this matchup, we have Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. So we've seen these guys, or gals, I should say, fight at WrestleMania before, and that's when Rhea Ripley was NXT Women's Champion, and Charlotte Flair won the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble match. But then now, jump 3 years later, we have Rhea Ripley, who won the Royal Rumble match, and Charlotte Flair's the champion. And in this matchup, I had Rhea Ripley winning the championship, and I really don't know much about this match. I'm just going to give you the simple part. But here's the winner and new SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley was the great choice for this matchup. I knew she was going to take the dub. So I predicted right. I predicted Rhea Ripley was going to take the championship right off of Charlotte Flair. And I am happy that happened. But not sure what that's going to do for Charlotte Flair in the future. But we'll just have to sit and wait and see. But so yeah, the match before this was Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley didn't make her appearance, but she was getting ready for this match, and she won. But a lot of people hating the Judgment Day, but they were cheering that Rhea Ripley won the SmackDown Women's Championship. That was kind of weird, but I believe that Rhea Ripley was the right choice for this matchup. I'm not sure who was the face and who was the heel in this match, but supposed to the fans, Rhea was like the face, but she is meaner than all hell. But I don't know. I really liked Rhea Ripley character. She won the Women's Tag Team Championships. She's won the Raw Women's Championship and the NXT Women's Championship, and now she has have the SmackDown Women's Championship. But she's basically, and she has also had the NXT UK Women's Championship too. So the only women's championship she hasn't won was probably the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. But I don't know. In my opinion, she's a Grand Slam champion, but I'm pretty sure she is. But I'm going to keep it short, so here's your winner and new SmackDown Women's Champion, the winner of the 2023 Royal Rumble, Rhea Ripley. Alrighty, next matchup of the night, that makes it match 7 of Night 1 WrestleMania. Was kind of an out-of-the-blue match because the host of WrestleMania, Snoop Dogg, and The Miz came out and made some announcements. Miz was talking about how he doesn't have a WrestleMania match, but then Snoop Dogg, long story short, said that, oh, I can make you a match. And then a surprise superstar came out, and The Miz was stoked, and ring announcer Pat McAfee came out and shocked WrestleMania, shocked over 81,000 people, and I called that Pat McAfee would return to WrestleMania, but I said that he was going to return to commentary, but I was right that Pat McAfee was going to come back to the WWE. So Pat McAfee and The Miz are having a matchup because of Snoop Dogg, and that was pretty awesome seeing Pat McAfee back. So I predicted Bad Bunny returning. I was correct. I was predicted Pat McAfee returning, and I was correct. So far I am correct in returns, but this matchup with Pat McAfee was pretty great. I feel like if they actually built up to this story instead of just having McAfee come out, I feel like this match would have been much better, but any match that McAfee's in was just great because last WrestleMania he fought Austin Theory, and that was a hell of a match. But now, out of the blue match, I think they did pretty good. So the winner, I really didn't see this coming, so I didn't obviously predict it, but I would have for sure predicted Pat McAfee was going to win, but I'm not going to really count that. So, here's your winner of this out of the blue match, Pat McAfee. So, there's that, but how many matches were there? So, I predicted, well, let me see here, because there's been 7 matches, but technically 6, because I didn't know about this one. I've gotten this one, and that match, so I am 2 out of 3 matches correct, and so I am 2 out of 3 matches correct. Didn't really know about this one, so I'm not really counting this one. This is just a fun thing just to add. But there you have it for that match. And your winner, Pat McAfee. Alrighty, guys. So to clear some stuff up, last scene I said I got 2 out of 3, but that didn't add up to 5. I'm actually 3 out of 3, so 50% so far, because I had Seth Rollins win, Rey Mysterio win, and Rhea Ripley win. So I am 3 out of 3 right now for matches, but I didn't count the Pat McAfee and Miz one because I really didn't have one, but I would have kind of counted that if I knew, because I knew Pat McAfee would have won against the Miz. But I'm not really going to really count that. So far I'm 3 and 3 matches, but the 8th matchup of the night, which is the main event match of night 1, which is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens reuniting as a tag team to fight the Bloodline, the Usos, the SmackDown and Raw Undisputed Tag Team Championships. The Usos, which is Jimmy and Jay, Got to get the belts on them. And these guys, I do not like to stand. Where's the other one? Yep, right here. Alright. So I had, alright, so there you have it. We have the main event match of night 1, which I predicted right. We had, alright, so I had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Jimmy and Jay, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and, so in this matchup, keep it simple, straight, I predicted that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was going to take the win and become new undisputed Tag Team Champions and win their first ever Tag Team Champions, which is awesome because they didn't win the Raw or SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But the results of this match and new undisputed Tag Team Champions, Sami and Kevin Owens. And it's cool because this is their first ever championships, and they won both of the championships in the WWE because they won, of course. But it's, I don't know, I just feel like it's pretty cool because like they haven't won any tag team gold in their lives, but then they win both the championships in just one night, and that's pretty awesome. So I predicted these guys right, so that makes me 4 out of 3. So far I'm winning, but I've obviously gotten 3 wrong, but 4 out of 3 in night 1. So technically I won night 1 because I got more wins than losses, and the results of this match, and obviously you can see, and new undisputed tag team champions, both Raw and SmackDown champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So, I'm going to take me a breather real quick, and then I will get on to predicting night 2. Alrighty guys, now we are into WrestleMania Sunday Part 2, or Night 2 I should say. So, the first matchup of Night 2, we have a great match to start off the show. I thought this was going to be second to last in my predictions, but the first matchup, we have the Nigerian Giant. He is so tall, he doesn't even fit in a frame. I have to do some... There we go. We have the Nigerian Giant Omos at the aid of Montel Vontavious Porter MVP versus the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. So wait. Come on, stand up. Wait, give me 1 second. The Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar had to throw his ultimate in there, had to find a way to get both Brock Lesnar's in one video. But we have Brock Lesnar versus Omos in a grand match. It was a 2 behemoths just going at it. But to keep it simple and short, Brock Lesnar did suplex Omos, and Brock Lesnar did get Omos to an F5, and that was pretty awesome. Omos had some pretty good hits in the beginning, but to keep it short, my predictions for this match, I had Brock Lesnar winning it, and the real results of this match, and I was correct, Brock Lesnar won this matchup right here. I knew that Lesnar was going to take this win, so that makes me 5-3 in matches, because that adds up, wait, no, I was 6-3 in the matches. Yeah, so I am 6-3 in the matches. I'm pretty happy about that. I got to win, got to predict the first matchup of night 2 right. Didn't really succeed in night 1 on the first match, but I don't know, I think I did pretty good, but Brock Lesnar Omos, yeah, if you actually watched, you got to see this happen. Boom. And if you actually look on my thumbnail of my unboxing Ultimate Brock Lesnar, you got to see that Brock Lesnar was actually F5ing Omos. So technically, if you didn't catch that, I actually predicted Brock Lesnar was going to win in my thumbnail. Just way Well, not way before, but just before I created my predictions. So if you didn't catch that, but so here's your winner. I predicted Brock Lesnar, and I predicted right because the winner of the opening match of WrestleMania Sunday Night 2 is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. But WrestleMania Backlash comes up. I think we might see maybe a Beast and a Nightmare go at it. So here's the winner, Brock Lesnar. Alrighty, 10th matchup of the night in total, which is the second matchup of night 2. We have the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team. The winners get a future Women's Tag Team Championship shot. And in that matchup, we have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Shotzi and Natalya versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. To keep it short and simple, I did not have Chelsea and Sonya winning at all. I didn't have Natalya or I didn't have Natalya and Shotzi, nor Chelsea and Sonya win it, but it was between these 4 women. I don't have Shayna, but it was between the Raquel and Liv, or Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler when I was actually making the predictions. But I don't know, because I was thinking that if Ronda Rousey didn't win this matchup, I don't know what they would have done with Ronda Rousey's career moving forward. But I predicted that Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler was going to take the win. And I was definitely right. So, because Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey took the win, and they get to face for the Women's Tag Team Championships in the future. I believe that's how the match went. But that's going to be pretty awesome. So I might have to get my hands on a Shayna Baszler action figure. I hope they get to make one in, like, Series 105 or something, because, like, we need a new Shayna Baszler action figure. But, so that makes me 5-3. No. 7-3? Is that how it goes? Well, let me see here. I think I got 7-3 because, right, let's see, right, Did I lose a match already? Because what was the first match? That was Brock Lesnar and Omos. I think I'm 7-3 to make. No. Okay, so I'm 6-3. It doesn't. Obviously, this is the 10th matchup of the night. But the Pat McAfee and Miz is kind of screwing me up. So yes, I am 6-3, and I'm just gonna say 7-3 because, like, I would have obviously predicted Pat McAfee to win that match if I knew. So I'm at 7-3 in matches. So it's not cheating. It's the obvious answer. If Pat McAfee is gonna return, Pat McAfee is gonna win. So but obviously that's not what we thought with another match that's coming up pretty shortly. But yeah, so here's the winner of this match, which makes me 7-3 matches. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Alright, next matchup of the night, which makes the 11th match, but in total, but the third match on the second night, we have a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, and that includes the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus the Celtic Warrior Great White Sheamus. And to make it a triple threat, includes the Celtic Warrior, the Scottish Psychopath, whoever you know him by, Drew McIntyre. So I kind of got to angle up the camera here because of how tall these gargantuans are. But in this matchup, great matchup. I don't think Drew McIntyre should ever wear white again. Stay to your black gear, because that white gear, oh my god. It's new, but people do not like change, but I prefer him in black because it just makes him look more dominant as a superstar. But in this matchup, I predicted that Drew McIntyre was going to be the new Intercontinental Champion. But if Drew McIntyre didn't win, I was going to immediately go to Sheamus right away, because Sheamus is this is the one title that Sheamus has, like, haven't held in the company, same as John Cena, but Sheamus hasn't held the Intercontinental Championship, and I thought for sure one of the two was going to be new champion. But in this matchup, the results of this match, and still Intercontinental Champion, is Gunther. Why? I don't understand it, because, like, Gunther, or Drew McIntyre, the Intercontinental Championship was his first ever singles championship in the business. But Sheamus, he's never won the Intercontinental Championship to my knowledge. But they're going to keep Gunther as the Intercontinental Championship? I don't get it. Because I feel like they're going to make Gunther lose, and then Gunther goes to, like, the main event and possibly fight Roman Reigns in the future, because due to the future, Roman Reigns does not have an opponent, because Cody Rhodes is going to be doing something with Brock Lesnar maybe in the future, and Roman Reigns doesn't really have an opponent. If anybody, Randy Orton might be, or like AJ Styles or somebody like that, but Gunther would have been in that category too to fight Roman Reigns. But I don't know. I don't know what their plans are, because I feel like, I don't know if they're going to try to, like, hit the year mark for Gunther, but I don't get it. I feel like Sheamus or Drew McIntyre both deserved it. Like, I didn't want Gunther as Intercontinental Champion no more. He's been in it long enough, but I don't know. There's your winner. Saddened to say, but I am 7-4 in matches. Yeah. The 11th matchup in total of the WrestleMania, and I am 7-4, but I'm still winning because I've corrected right for 7 of them, but got 4 wrong. But I think that's pretty good so far. But here's your winner, and still Intercontinental Champion, the Ring General, Gunther. Alrighty, 12th matchup of WrestleMania, which is the 4th matchup of Night 2. We have Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion, versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. In this matchup, I believe Asuka fought her way from the Elimination Chamber. I'm assuming. I think that Asuka won the opportunity for the Raw Women's Championship because of the Elimination Chamber, and that's pretty cool. So Bianca Belair versus Asuka. So in this matchup, I had Asuka winning it because to build her new persona and to just boost her character again, because she's been out of action and haven't had gold on her shoulder in so long. So I just feel like it was her time to shine with this new persona and the kicker, and Asuka being the undefeated at the beginning of her main roster in-ring debut, whatever, and seeing her be undefeated but getting beaten by Charlotte Flair at I believe at WrestleMania, I'm assuming, or at some pay-per-view, and now Asuka with this new, just crazy, just new persona, bringing back the undefeated streak. But obviously that's not how they wanted to push it, because here is your winner, and still Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. I said, I believe in my predictions video, that Bianca Belair, she's had her spotlight, she's had her glory. She has held Raw Women's Championship and SmackDown Women's Championship, but she's up there with, like, Rhea Ripley, but not close. She's close to Rhea Ripley, but, like, she's held both the women's championships in the main roster. I just feel like if Asuka won, we can push Asuka again, but then have Bianca Belair go back down to NXT. And I know she's great on the main roster, but, like, have her have another NXT run. She doesn't need the NXT run, but just have her win the NXT Women's Championship, because I just see Bianca Belair with this NXT Women's Championship. But, like, who's that new? Indy Hartwell's the new NXT Women's Championship? That's weird, but, like, I don't know. But Bianca Belair with the NXT Women's Championship would be cool, but unfortunately, that's not what we're getting so far, because she is still Raw Women's Champion, and predicted wrong, so that makes me 7-5. So I am getting pretty close to, because I have guessed 7 correct and 5 wrong, so that's not really good. But with all these matches, I think that deserves something. But like, here's your winner, and still Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Alrighty, next matchup was another out of the blue matchup. So, Snoop Dogg and The Miz come out, and the host of WrestleMania, and Miz is pissed at Snoop Dogg for humiliating him and ruining his $10,000 suit that he was wearing against when he fought Pat McAfee. But then Snoop Dogg, long story short, called out his boy, and the music hit, and it was none other than Mr. McMahon's son, Shane O'Mac. Shane McMahon made his return back to the WWE and got in the ring with The Miz, and that was pretty cool because we've seen these two fight in the past, but things turned south at this. So The Miz and Shane McMahon, he's throwing jabs and stuff. McMahon jumps over Miz, and then he just, whatever with his knee just blows out. McMahon, I'm not sure, like, he actually got injured, but what a way to have Shane McMahon come back. It was pretty weird, and you can actually see, if you actually look, you can see, like, the cameraman telling Snoop Dogg to, like, punch Miz. So then Snoop Dogg just punches Miz, and Shane is, like, sent to the back or whatever. So Shane McMahon is out of the equation, and then the match is still on because nobody got pinned, but Snoop Dogg was actually a replacement for Shane McMahon, and Snoop Dogg's like, you just hurt my boy like that? You hurt my boy? And then he went to go knock down Miz again, and then he did the people's elbow, so then he just goes, does his own little people elbow thing, and then just elbows him right there, and then pins him 1, 2, 3, and Snoop Dogg won the match at WrestleMania, but it was kind of a botch because of Shane McMahon. Couldn't move on, but at least they recovered it right away with Snoop Dogg winning. So technically, we had Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Nobody really won that match, so it was kind of a draw. But then we had Snoop Dogg versus The Miz. I would have had The Miz. I don't know. It's the same. Like McAfee is a different story because McAfee's actually a skilled wrestler in the ring. But like Snoop Dogg, you put up Snoop Dogg and The Miz in the ring. But the way they played it, I predicted that Snoop Dogg was gonna win it. So I'm not saying because it's seen it happen and I'm just trying to get my score up. But like I would have probably had Snoop Dogg win it because of reasons, and I want to have Shane win it for reasons. But I'm not really counting the Shane match. So I'm just saying. That makes me, 8-5 in matches? I'm not cheating if you're saying cheating. I'm not cheating. But so I got so far 8-5 in matches. So we have 2 more matches left on the card. And then we'll go from there. But let's jump right into the next matchup. Alrighty, we got the 14th matchup of the night. And it's a second to last matchup. We have a one-on-one Hell in a Cell match, including the Demon Finn Balor. And what I predicted right was the Brood Edge. I knew it. I said the Rated R Brood or Ministry of Darkness Edge, and I called Brood because I'm like, that would be cool to have Finn Balor, the Demon, versus the Brood Edge, because bring Edge's evil persona and then Finn Balor's evil persona, fight in Hell in the Cell. I just felt like the Brood. I immediately thought of the Brood. If you go back and watch my predictions, I brought up the Brood first, and I was I wasn't really disappointed in this matchup or like his entrance, but his entrance was pretty badass. But if he actually came out in the Brood theme song, like, he came out with some version of the Brood's theme song, but it was not the original one. Like, he came back in a few pay-per-views ago. He came out in, like, the Brood's entrance, all red and stuff, fire. That's what I thought he was going to do, but he already did that, but he came out with, like, this really shiny mask, like, mirror mask or whatever. But, I don't know, that was pretty cool. But we got to see the Brood and the Demon fight in the Hell in a Cell, but I predicted that Who did I have predicted? Yep, I had predicted Edge was gonna win this matchup, and Finn Balor took a wicked ladder to the face, and it busted him open, and then he still continued with the match, but then, long story short, here is the prediction, or here's the results of this match, I should say. The Brood Edge. So the Brood Edge took this, so that makes me 9-5 in matches. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I like this match. It was pretty cool, but so here's your winner, the Brood Edge. And now let's get into the last matchup of WrestleMania Night 2. Alrighty, guys, the next matchup, which is the last matchup of WrestleMania weekend, is the main event match, which is Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion, who came out with Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa, versus Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So, I thought this match was pretty obvious of who was going to win. But I'm not going to go much into detail. I'm going to still keep it short. So, just to start things off, my prediction of this match, I had the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes wins, to finish the story and to just end off this whole feud with the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes finally getting his World Heavyweight Championship that he's been wanting to do for him, his family, and his father, most definitely. But when Cody Rhodes came out, the woe was, holy crap, the woe was just crazy. It was crazy loud with 81,000 people screaming that. But the coolest thing that I actually got to hold on for 1 second. I gotta grab somebody real quick. So the coolest thing that I thought of the night, or of that matchup, or beginning of the matchup, is so then Cody Rhodes didn't get in the ring automatically. He went around the ring and he went to his family. So we got to see Cody Rhodes' mother, I believe that's who it was. And we got to see Brandy Rhodes in the WWE, on a WWE screen. We got to see Cody's daughter. But most of all, what was pretty like heartwarming and what was pretty awesome is that, let me scoot these guys back real quick. So in that, right next to the Rhodes family, so Cody Rhodes always gives his white belt to some special, just to some random kid in the crowd, but he gave it to one special kid, and that was Mr. Brody Lee's son. Yes, the late, great Mr. Brody Lee, John Huber, or known as in WWE, Luke Harper, but that was pretty cool that they, -1 got to have the Cody belt in this matchup, and at that moment, I knew that Cody Rhodes was gonna win, because why bring -1 little Brody, Mr. Brody Lee Jr., to WrestleMania just to see Cody lose? So I'm like, in that whole matchup, I have the mindset that Cody's gonna win, and it was pretty cool to see Mr. Brody Lee's, or John Huber's, or Luke Harper's son in the crowd. But yeah, that was pretty cool. But and my whole mindset after I seen -1 Mr. Brody Lee Jr., I for sure thought Cody was gonna win, and I had that mindset throughout the whole entire match. But my prediction was Cody Rhodes. But in this matchup, it was just straightforward. We had some really close calls with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes towards the end of the matchup. But then Solo Sikoa got sent out. He got sent out of the arena because he was caught interfering. And we thought that was the moment that Cody Rhodes was going to for sure win it. But then, unexpectedly, Cody Rhodes knocks down the ref. And at that moment, I knew that the nightmare was going to continue. And his dream of becoming world champion was over. So, meaning that the Usos came out, and then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came out, and then those guys got out of the ring, and Solo Sikoa came back and screwed everything for Cody, proving to everybody that Roman Reigns cannot win by himself. If Solo or the Usos or anybody just didn't interfere, Cody Rhodes would have had this championship. But meaning the results of this match, and still undisputed Universal Champion is Roman Reigns. Once that 3 count hit, I was disappointed, and I thought that Roman Reigns is going to for sure hold it forever. Because WWE is just trying to make him hit that 1,000-day mark, because he's so close for 1,000 days, and just having him just drop it to Cody Rhodes, it makes sense, but damn, that freaking tore a hole in my heart, because I thought Cody was for sure the man to do it, but I was wrong. But they have to hit the 1,000-day mark, and I don't know if Triple H forgot of what Cody did back in AEW, but let's not get into that. But well, there you have it. WrestleMania 39, both night 1 and night 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed WrestleMania. There was a lot of good matches. This was one of them, but the outcome of this match was just straight up disappointing. So who knows? Like now the question is, who is gonna fight Roman Reigns next? Could we see AJ? Hold on. I'm gonna pause the video real quick, and I'm gonna gather up some action figures that I got just to build it up and just add a little bit more minutes onto this video, which I don't need. But this video is probably already 30 minutes long. Who knows? But let me gather up some figures real quick to see who, because this guy is out of here, who could fight Roman Reigns next. But before I do that, Cody Rhodes did challenge Roman Reigns to a matchup, but that was before the Brock Lesnar incident. Yes, if you didn't see that, Brock Lesnar did beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes, but who knows after that. But let me gather some figures up and let me come back to this and see who could potentially fight Roman Reigns next for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Alrighty, so I gathered some superstars together who could potentially be the next victim of Roman Reigns. So Cody Rhodes did challenge Roman Reigns for like a future match, but then Brock Lesnar kind of spoiled that. So Cody Rhodes will probably get his match eventually. But like besides that, we could see the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. We could see the returning Big E versus Roman Reigns. Please stand up. We could see the men who started the reign of Roman Reigns, which is the new persona Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, because these two were actually the men who were in the match when Roman Reigns won the Universal Championship. So we can see a match between both Bray or Braun Strowman. I gotta back up the camera here because I need to add more people into the mix. We could see possibly the current Intercontinental Champion, the Ring General Gunther. We could see the Celtic Warrior Sheamus versus Roman, because they had some feuds in the past. We could see the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, Bobby Lashley. Or we can see the returning Randy Orton get an opportunity for the titles. But, so those are just a few that I have right there, superstars that could potentially fight Roman Reigns right now for the championship. But there is one special man in mind. Because if, like, these guys, I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns could also just very well just end. But there's one man that I feel like is the only man who can end Roman Reigns' streak. And yes, I did not involve Seth Rollins in this mix, because Seth Rollins had his opportunity at Roman Reigns, but I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins could be a guy. But the man It's just very unlikely, but just makes sense, and that is none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He has to have a match with Roman Reigns with the title. I don't care if it's with or without the title. We need to see this match sometime at a WrestleMania or pay-per-view event, preferably WrestleMania, but this matchup needs to happen. So all these other men out here would be a great matchup to build up to this opportunity, because Roman Reigns hasn't really smashed AJ Styles or smashed Big E or smashed Randy Orton or any of these men in matter with the championships. But Rock, I feel like, needs to happen now that Cody Rhodes did not win. But that's just what I have for here. But alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's not an hour long, and I was wrong, it's not. It was, my prediction video was not over an hour 30 minutes. It was just a little under an hour and 30 minutes. But I hope this is not nowhere near that. I tried to talk less and keep it stupid simple, but let's hope to see where this goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know what I'm going to put for my outro, so it's just a, who knows, I probably won't have an outro, but like always, adios, goodbye, and see you in the next. I wanna love you, but I better not touch